Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness, Spain. Hopefully it's exciting. Anyway, if it isn't, I'm sorry. I guess. Right. So, let's go ahead and adjust our national foci, more than one, so that we can, not be wasting it on getting more clergy than we need. You can see we don't even have it at 2% of the population, but we're rocking well above what it needs to be. So we're just going to go ahead and remove the foci. Alright, and now we'll go to the population and be like, hey, who needs it? Probably, well, that seems like a bit of a waste, but Umbangi Sorry there, that certainly needs it. The Spanish West Indies, sure, why not? Hero Land. Whoops. There we go. What do we got left? One left. So we will put it in Borneo. Spanish Malaya. Oh no. Newly acquired territories, I do believe, so that place would be good. How's that looking? Looking pretty snazzy. I guess I could take them out of Hispaniola and Spanish North Cameroon. We'll let it wait. Now, in the last episode, we got absolutely destroyed by the Italians and the Ottomans. And unsurprisingly, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. The reason I'm concerned is because we're going to have to move this Haitian army out of Africa. And it's not going back to Haiti. Oh, no. It's going out into the Pacific. Thanks to the wonderful peace agreement, we have no military units whatsoever in the Pacific. That is bad. That is very, very bad. So, we shall have to get them going that way. As you can see, we cannot build an army for 5 years. Our infamy is also still through the roof, so we can probably expect a few more containment wars to really drive us batty. In the meantime, I've got to still consider what I'm going to do with this communist rebellion. I'm not sure if I want to embrace it or if I want to fight it. Truth be told, communism would be helpful, because I would have complete and total control over the economy, and that's proven to be more helpful in this campaign than I thought it would be. At least I think. It certainly seems like whenever those crazy capitalists get involved, the economy just goes to shit. So, unlike real life, a planned economy is better, kids. Anyway, enough jibber-jabbering. Let's go ahead and hit the spacebar and unpause the game. Should also increase speed, because nobody wants to sit here and watch it tick away on speed 1. Kutch has gone bankrupt. Couldn't care less. Thank you. Okay, so the general plan is just kind of keep our head low. And, oh, yes. It's changed. But still, there is still the mighty Yoruba states. 31 provinces, with quite a bit of power tied up in maintenance. That seems like that's massive. But one would assume it would drop my infamy. I think it would drop my infamy if I start releasing places like this. So I want to consider where would be a good place to do that. And I am really thinking that Africa would be the best place. I want to keep... Where's a good spot? I guess we'll put them in Brunei for now. Expansion's going to be in the Pacific. There's not much else I can do in Africa. So I could take the Austrian approach and add to the patchwork of hideous colors in this region. Okay, international crises I couldn't care less about. So, I mean, really, it is going to be a mighty state. It's going to be in my dominion, so I can set up all the special little things that I need to do. That is very, very tempting. Can I see? So that won't quite get me enough. We're going to have to release the mighty Yoruba states and possibly the glorious Union of South Angola or the Bornu Free State. That name just doesn't appeal to me. You know, Bornu Free State? Don't know about that. But the problem is that's so much land. And so much land that's producing things. Like my tropical wood. Honestly, though, I don't think I have a choice. We're going to wind up in far too many containment wars. Release the... well, cancel. Definitely release the glorious Union of South Angola. That... yes? Okay, so let's see how bad was that. That's just this, right? And so they're a satellite of me that's good. And yeah. So that was that. I suppose just because they're a satellite... well, no, I don't even have a sphere of influence to worry about. Scratch that thought. And I don't want to give up that much. I don't want to do it. So we've got to go for another one. We got to go for a little one. We're going to go with probably Togo area. It's just the name, man. It draws me to it, but you know what? We're going to go with... let me just make sure here. Let's see if I can find out where Loam is. Right there? Okay, so that'll be that. You know what? I'm fine with that. Togo can go. Togo can go. There we go. That's cool. Alright, infamy's down to 22. Ain't nobody gonna be messing with me now. And we should be able to continue relatively in the same sort of area. I will go with, let's see, Spanish Benin here. We'll toss in a clergy there. Perfect. And we can get rid of one in Hispaniola. Thank you. And, nope. Spanish West Indies, still going strong. Still a colony, too. We can put the next one in Yoruba. Right? We good? We're good. Okay. So, avoiding containment wars, always a good thing to do. Really don't care about that. And I think that's about all we can do on that front. At least we know we're safe. Now, I need to decide if I want to let the communists win or not. Now, the thing with letting the communists win, of course, is that as a constitutional monarchy, I can very easily change government types. Which is good. I can't do that if I become a communist nation. So, let's go after them. Perfect. Now, obviously, if that little Italian war had been any more devastating... oops, no, we can go ahead and just fight that off. Capitalists in one of our states have called a lockout following a period of intensifying labor conflicts in the area. Workers have been informed by management that no one is welcome back to work, while union sympathies still run high among the employed. Local police have expressed support for the move, citing a long series of disturbances at the factory, some even bordering on sabotage. Okay. Whatever. You know, bigger fish to fry right now. A couple of socialists are getting uppity in the streets. We got communist revolutionaries actually conquering land, as well as international countries who are just like, you know what, Spain, we're just gonna take a big giant dump on you. So screw it. I could care less. We appear to be losing money. No doubt because... Oh, no doubt because of that. Let's bring that down, shall we? I think so. I think that's a good idea. Alright. Slowly getting our artillery up to snuff, but... I feel like... I feel like maybe commerce? Holy crap. Okay, that's ridiculous. We're gonna do... I think social science, that should at least let me... think here. That should let me go with women's suffrage, right? Social science, yes. And that'll just stop the annoying pop-ups. Which I'm fine with. Absolutely, totally fine with. Okay. We can get our army back into Madrid. And unfortunately, there is still not much we can do. Oh. Yeah. Take our money. We're in on that. Oh. Okay. North Cameroon, remove focus, we'll put you in... Oh. I think I've already taken care of South Cameroon, so we'll go with Gabon there. What have we got here? Ubangi Shari, we can take you off, and that was pretty much that entire region, wasn't it? So we'll go with the Niger Delta. No, we won't. We won't go with the Niger Delta. That's about it. I have a feeling with the removal of those states that our education should be doing much better. We can come back in and do Spanish Borneo and the Philippines as needed. Because I think we are working on... Yeah, we're working there. We'll take care of Cambodia as well. We should be looking at the rest of Cambodia too. That will be a very tempting place to go. Once we're able to rebuild a military, of course. Now, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I can't build anything. Damn! The so-called Cat and Mouse Act was an infamous British law passed in 1912 in order to combat the suffrage tactic of using hunger strikes as a means to build sympathy for the suffragette cause. The law stated that a person could be released from jail to recover from any serious illness only to be jailed again on recovery, thereby washing the government's hands of any harm caused to the woman in question by the hunger strike. A similar ordinance has found its way into the legislature of one of our states, where suffragette hunger strikes are handled in this exact same way. Just like to point out, it was 1912 in Britain, 1893 in Spain. We might not be a great power, but we're ahead of the times. Yeah, we'll just ignore it. We don't want people going into revolution and getting militant about this. Just, you know, chill. Okay. So, taking a look around, we are definitely going to need to add some factories. So let's try and figure out what we're making right now. And, yeah, we've got a small arms factory already. We got a steel mill, but we don't have any artillery factories. So, in Castilla la Nueva, we'll put a steel factory, because that'll be important. Do we even have a steamer convoy or anything? We don't. Or a steamer factory. I think I'm going to put that in Catalonia, provided, of course, Catalonia is on the ocean. And it is. Beautiful. How much will one of those behemoths set me back? Excuse me, damn near 30,000 pounds. Gonna be a while to save that up. No, we're a third of the way there, so... you know, we'll roll with it. And, so other than... Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce in one of our states has lodged an angry protest with local government, complaining that the government's economic policy of economic interventionism harms local business by distorting the fundamental logic of the free market. Inspired by Enlightenment publications on free trade and laissez-faire by the French physiocrats and the Scottish Enlightenment, the Chamber of Commerce demands that the government's policy change and that they be left alone to conduct business in the manners which they see fit. Their demands are not met, they threaten to raise the issue to the national level. Go ahead and raise it to the national level, you annoying so-and-sos. Chamber of Commerce. No, I refuse to submit to political demands by idiots like you. We can all remember what happened the last time capitalists took over Spain. I certainly do. We're not about to let that happen again. I mean, really, you have to be principled about these sorts of things, right? Yes, so, expanding, of course, into the Pacific region is about the only thing we can do. I just noticed now that, since the war, Italy has gone into France's sphere of influence, so we're not going to war with Italy to retake our land, unless, we're in someone's sphere, in which case we should get an alliance with them. People coming on safari don't really care about my relations with just Switzerland, so let's snag that prestige while we can. And take a look at the diplomacy of myself. Truce, war justification, that's not going to help. Yeah, and it really looks like nobody wants me in their sphere. That's, oh well, France is kind of going for it. I don't know about France. I mean, how could you not want Spain? They're, you know, dotted all over the map. They had good relations with all of South America, although now I imagine that those got all chewed up by someone else. Yay, elections. More things to tamper with. Although, it's looking like more and more of the people are becoming socialist. Let's just see. Acceptable school system. Okay. Is that really what you guys want? That's fine with me. Education efficiency, immigrant attraction? Yeah. We'll go with school system. Acceptable school system. And I think... minimum wage is the other one that I want to go for. I can't quite remember, but it's one of those two. Certainly the school system is definitely going to help. Let's see, we're basically split down the middle. With a slight leaning towards moralism, so let's go that route. And how are we doing? We're still about 10 grand out from the factory that I want. Soon, though. I'll let the debate take its course. And what are my capitalists getting involved in? Nothing. Nothing. Good for them, you know? Pro-military. Although we are starting to get a bit of jingoism, which is good. Surprisingly, our revanchism isn't climbing, despite, you know, Italy owning vast swaths of old Spanish land. Excuse me. Nobody in Italy really seems to want to get involved. Which is, you know, or nobody seems to want to get involved in Italy, which, you know, okay, fine. Man, France. France seems to be doing pretty well. Pro-military, as always. And just thinking about it, it really doesn't make much sense to have the military there. It should be in that region. Limited citizenship, thank you. Now the fleet doesn't necessarily have to be there. The fleet can be, I guess preferably in a port. Which would mean the Philippines, I think. And it also, yeah, that definitely needs, or could do with some upgrading. Why are we losing money all of a sudden? Yeah, whatever. Why is this happening? Okay, we'll just have to drop that down to like 5%. And that should sort our military or our money issues out. It's not a political issue. Well, moralism, more people would prefer, right? So, okay. Let's try and get him voting conservative. Just stop it, guys. Seriously. There we go. Hopefully not before... I don't know why there's another steel factory going there. I mean, I built one there. Doesn't necessarily mean I know what I was doing. Alright, let's just subsidize the crap out of all of this. I don't really care about hiring in Spanish Andalusia. But if we don't subsidize, then they're gonna go under. Which, really, I mean, I understand. In real economic terms, that should be a sign to close it down. But! Holy crap. Okay. We can't subsidize everything. Are you turning a profit? You don't get subsidies. That's how this is gonna have to work. Which is, I mean, and that's kind of the surprising thing. Granted, I don't sit here and watch all of these with like a hawk, hoping against hope that everything is being profitable. But everything's looking profitable. Everything's at least staying open. So I don't understand how these factories are just closing. Why are we losing more money? Oh, of course. Oh. I would have assumed that that money would have been going cray-cray up in there, but it isn't. It's like... Social spending's not getting spent. Oh, because it's just unemployment and pensions. Whew! Okay, so my education, not really that big of a concern. It'd be nice if people could just sort of pay their debts back. That would be good. Or at least pay interest on it, which should be happening. I'm not building anything. Why are my taxes so fucking low? Oh, of course. Because we switched to the liberals for a day. Keep it up to 70. I guess, and then we'll just keep raking in the money. Nope. We can remove that, and... No, that wasn't the Niger Delta. Spanish Benin. Pretty sure those are still looking pretty good, yeah. So was it not the Niger Delta that I had that in? No. Definitely was. Okay. Borneo? Nope. Right, I know where we need to go. Spanish Cambodia. You guys can start learning Spanish. No, you don't need to. You probably speak Cambodian, but still. Borneo? How are you guys doing? You guys are doing great. Philippines. No, you guys are still doing good. I mean, we don't really need it there, but we'll do that just to speed things up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wallachia gone bankrupt, thank you. Not gonna go to war with them over that, that's for sure. Alright. Again, it feels like do something in commerce. Or really, maybe... There we go. We'll use this decade as a way to catch up. In theory. In practice, we'll see, right? You guys have been around long enough, you should know. My games never go according to plan. In fact, the problem might be my lack of a plan. Let's not get too philosophical on that thinking, but yeah, perhaps it would be better if I started planning crap out. I don't know. What now? Come on, stay open. Is it because I opened a second steel factory? It probably is. I don't know why that had that up there. Let's go work in the fertilizer factory. I realize it stinks. But please, just go. I didn't want to build a steel factory. Ah, damn it, I wanted to build an artillery factory. Okay, not a concern. Not a concern. We can just shut that down. Just get rid of it and pretend like nothing ever happened. Then we can go and we can hope to hell we save up money. The butt clenching must be just insane with this video. I'm not going to apologize. It should, you know, you guys should expect this. I've never claimed to be a good Victoria 2 player. I just like the game. What is this crisis anyway? White peace. Alright. Alright, so I think we can go with the good school system. There we go. And look at that! Now, a much larger block of the upper house is conservative. Which I'm going to think is a good thing. It's certainly not indicative of what people vote for. There's the news. Price of oil has dropped like a rock. That's crazy to read. One day. Alright, we can pull you out. And I don't know what to do with my focuses, or foci now. I really don't. We look at, like, the capital, right? You'd think the capital would be a good place to start doing some things. Granted, we don't have any clerks. So maybe I'll start encouraging clerks in the mainland of Spain. Oh, a dye factory. There's something that we could probably use. What's closed? Machine parts factory should be able to stay open. Right? It's like, just stay open. It's not difficult. I think a dye factory is a good idea. And it'll help more of my thingies. So let's do that. And I have a feeling I took a loan. No, I didn't. I did not take a loan there. Good. Good for me. Alright, what's next? Have we got anything else stuck in the 1830s? No, that's good. We're up into the 1850s now. Slowly getting there. So I'm thinking... I'm thinking we probably need a stock exchange. Won't take too long to research that, thankfully. And then we'll start getting just a little bit more money. Which is what we want. We want that out of life. Yep. Sadly, it's just a waiting game now. Can we... Oh, okay, we can. We can build an army. Thankfully. So, let's take a look. What have we got here? 2 hussars, 2 artillery, 1 engineer, and then 6 infantry? Why does that... Oh, 1 engineer? That's weird that engineers show up there. So we actually do have 7 infantry, which seems like a weird number. I'm going to go ahead and build 1 more infantry in Europe. Just to even that one out. So I'll have, what, an 8, 2, 2, and 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. And that's still just for ships, which is good. Suppose I should look at purchasing some more ships as well. What? Are you kidding me? Reparations. Man, reparations are costing me a ridiculous amount. How long do I have to pay reparations for? I would have assumed it would have ended the same amount of time that it would take for me to not be able to... What a horrible sentence. Apologies to all you listeners out there. I would have assumed reparations would have stopped at the same time that my ban on military spending would have stopped. That is apparently not the case. You can probably use business banks as well. So I wonder how much longer that has to be paid for. And I don't think there's a way to check. Maybe it ends with the truce, so maybe I've still got another 2 years and a bit of paying reparations to the damn Italians for stealing my land. Look at that, it's up to 200 and... Ugh. And yet, surprisingly, still, no one wants to take revenge. I don't get it. I don't understand why Spain's broken. Alright. We'll get another military unit on the go. So what did I say? What was it? 8, 2, and 2 with an engineer. Okay. Military. We're gonna need, in Europe, 2 of them. 2 of them, 1 of them, and then 8 of these guys, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And if I had the money kicking around, I would love... Oh! Half the people where are unemployed? I just don't have the numbers, man. Go to work at the freaking... Look. Go to freaking work in the damn fertilizer factory. I know it stinks. Deal with it. Alright? You guys need work. So go work there. I don't care if it's losing us money. At least it's keeping those punk kids off the street. Okay. How are my... Like, I mean, some of these have got to be just through the freaking roof. Thank you. You've instructed them as much as... Like, why? Because I don't have any place for them to work, huh? So I guess it wouldn't make much sense to encourage them everywhere else, right? But I'm going to. Makes sense! Alright. Oh, those bastards. Who are they allied with? Of course, they're allied with France. Who isn't allied with France, right? I swear, I'm like the only country in the world who doesn't have alliances. That's not for not, like, you know, I'd love to. I really would love to have some alliances, but anybody I ask, any of these guys, first off, it's just going to be a no. Right? Hey, America? No. Germany? Oh, they will. Okay, well, that's definitely going to happen. Russia? Yes. Austria? Yes. Okay, so when I said I didn't have alliances, pretty much it's because I decided not to ask for alliances. Because now, I've got, like, the big three here, which is good. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this comes back to bite me in the ass. But I'm feeling a little more comfortable about my military position. Granted, I don't think any one of these nations is... Oh! Hello, my ally. Are you actually... You're just at war with Italy. Can I join? I wish I could go to my ally and just be like, look, how about I join your war? You don't have to call me. We're allies, pal. Let's do this. It's not the case, apparently. I know in other Paradox games you could. But, yeah, we'll do that. Because I should just be able to decide this now, right? Like... Yeah. Should have gone with the other option. That would have given me the liberals in the upper house that I need. So I could enact that damned... I gotta be more careful about plopping units down on that damn island. Alright, hop on your boat. Head over there. Wonderful. Head back to Cadiz. And you, sir, merge. There we go. Alright, now that we got some good tax efficiency going on, feeling a little better about the economic state of Spain. I mean, obviously, doing some economic thought and critique research would probably be a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. At least get up to Karl Marx, so that if we do get capitalists, scratch that. If we do get communists, never get those two confused. You know, things will happen. Right. At least if we get communists, I'll know that they're real communists. Because they'll at least have had a chance of having an understanding of Karl Marx. Anyway, that's a bit too rambly. Yeah. So what we're basically going to do is just wait until I'm done paying Italy stupid reparations. And then I can start... Okay. Well, that's good to know. I might get drug into a war, and that's fine. Yeah, so once I'm done paying reparations to the stupid Italians, then... Don't tell me you assholes are split. Why? Just get along, jerks. Ooh. Ooh, Russia's got a bit of a... Okay, so, yeah. One of the complaints about Victoria are the way rebels work. I mean, it's a complaint about all Paradox games, but here is a prime example. A prime example of what the biggest complaint is. And that's... Like, you take a look at this, and it's a ridiculous amount of units that are in revolt in Russia, right? Like, ridiculous amount. It's because Russia's a pretty big place. And it makes sense that there would be ridiculous amounts of rebels, because It's Russia. It's a big place. Here's the problem, though, right? Like, look at all this. 3, 3. It's all scattered. Like, it's all scattered around here. So I think the largest unit in Revolt is 9. And when you take a look at the military stacks, 29, 35, there should be one around here in a 50. Like, these rebels don't pose a threat. They're just posing an annoyance. So, yeah. It seems to be getting better. With each Paradox game, it certainly is getting better. I remember old days of, like, Europa Universalis 2, when every single province would have one rebel unit up. So, it's getting better, but yeah. Prime example of that being annoying, and I'm glad I'm not Russia. Little rant done. So yeah, taking the assumption that the reparations end when the treaty ends, then I'm thinking the best bet would be to take on the Japanese. Yeah, that's gonna be just randomly invade Japan. Where did that come from? Certainly not take on the Japanese, but definitely go into the Pacific a bit more. I think I've said that like 3 times, but I just want to stress we're going into the Pacific next. Okay, that's good. I had no desire of fighting those guys. So, we can possibly finish. I think we'll just finish off Siam, and then worry about Cambodia after. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Might need to reinforce. We'll definitely need to reinforce the military that's out there. So let's see. Can I build any units in the Pacific? I can. Oh my. I can build quite a bit. What do I need anyway? So I've got 2. Yeah, so I need another artillery. Another artillery. And then, what did I have there? I had, so I'm gonna need 7 Asian infantry. Less 1. There we go. And we'll see what that does. But that should be enough to take on whatever's out here. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. Yes. What is voter? Oh, okay. So definitely not enough percent of the population wants that. Which, okay, so here's another thing, right? And as I'll pick my tech, I'm going to research probably iron railroads because we need that. So here, not even 1% of the Spanish population wants universal voting rights. However, women's suffrage is such a big thing. Like, I'm not saying that women's suffrage shouldn't be a big thing, but I'm saying in a society where less than 1% of the population cares about everybody having an equal vote, why would women voting be such a big thing? I don't know. If you guys can explain that to me, please. Because I understand that, it is a big thing. I'm not trying to say that, universal suffrage is not a big deal. It is. But in a society that's like, we don't even care if our vote matters. Anyway, enough of a rant, I think. Yeah, let's get some more clerks on the go, because that seems to be working. Clerks. 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 How many more do I need? 1 more? Good God. Catalonia. Clerks. troops. Oh, this reminds me. Now that I've got the money, we're going to build a steamer shipyard there. And we need something in Castilla la Nueva. Do we need anything in Spanish Andalusia? No, we do not. So you are going to get, not a steel mill, no, an artillery factory. There we go. And I think that's about it. I don't think I can build things like fuel factories or anything like that yet. Right? Right. Right. And I've got 2 glass places, but I've got no... Oh, no, I do have a winery. It's one of my oldest industries, I think. I've got nothing to back that up on except a gut feeling. Still paying reparations to the stupid Spanish. How much longer is that going to last for? Europe. Spain. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, it looks like Egypt's getting a bit bigger. Okay, let's head over to the Pacific. Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Moving all these damned units. Attend the first Olympic Games? With the announcement of a host nation, the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, has sent invitations to its members to attend the Games. Shall we attend? You damn well better believe we're going to attend. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so we'll have to send our ships around and pick you up. Merge you guys, pick you up, sail over there, and then we got a little unit down there and a little unit over there. Okay. How many transports have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's on there. Right. We can just sail you over there. Merge you guys, bring you down, and then Karl Marx, Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, Jean Elliott Carnes. Think. If I mispronounced any of those guys' names, terribly sorry, but I couldn't care less about economic history. I'm sorry, it's just really boring. I understand it's important, but damn. Like, some people go nuts over that. I can't see how. Sorry if you're big into economic history, but no. Okay, reparations, done. We're making money hand over fist. We've finally shrugged off the annoyance that the Italian campaign caused. Thankfully, our ally Austria has taken a big stab into the heart of Italy and split them in twain. Rare you get to say that, so I'm glad I did. And I think that's going to be a good place to leave the video, especially considering I don't know how long I've been recording for. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.